Hello? Shit, well, you should be able to hear me now. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Now would be a good time to insert ads. I don't think so. YouTube, I don't think so. On account of how badly I've fucked this up. Okay, right. Everybody just sit tight for a second while I share the new stream key. Oh my god, new stream link. I'm sorry. I'm stupid. I'm so... Do you know, it's the stupidest thing. I just had it. I didn't have it set to output to the stream. I just had my microphone set to output to record because I usually use this setup for recording YouTube videos. I'm so sorry. I'm so stupid. And people donated as well. I feel so terrible. Thank you so much. If you donated a minute ago, and I'm sorry that it's gone because we're in a new place now. I'm so sorry. Oh, Jeremy, you didn't have to do that again. Thank you so much. Oh, okay. Let's pretend that didn't happen and move on with our lives. Oh my god, I swear this only happens like 50% of the time. My Twitch setup is all fine now, so if you want to see a good stream, come by Twitch later. Okay. Right, okay. Now back to business then. Let's pretend this is fine. I don't have tea right now. I know. I'm behind. It's bad. It's okay. Yes, the microphone was plugged in. I mean, I had to unplug it and plug it back in again when I was trying to figure out what was going on, but it's fine now. Okay, so hello. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Emma. Deep breaths. Oh, thank you so much, Russo. That is very, very kind of you. Okay, so 100,000 subscribers, Subslimers. Thank you so much. I'm so very pleased. Thank you for subscribing. It really means a lot to me. The buttons have all changed. I feel like every time I take like 2 days off, the buttons change. Oh, Juice Coop, thank you so much. You don't have to do that. Oh, more biscuits, tea and coffee. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for donating. I know I've mentioned, I've shown off like my plaque and I've talked about it briefly in videos, but I wanted to do a little celebration, Subslimer Celebration. So, yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. T. I do need a coffee. Oh, thank you, Jeremy. Different Jeremy. Thank you so much. The Jeremys are winning. Okay, what's next? I've had a very busy week or so. Okay. New merch coming. Not really, not strictly Halloween themed, but I'm releasing it for purchase by Halloween. Because it's kind of like it's a bit dark. It's the most sort of metal merch I've released yet. So Wednesday that's going to be announced and I'm so excited, you have no idea. I'm already like living in it. So keep an eye out for that. It's gonna be really, really cool. So there's that. What else? Streaming wise, if you enjoy... Oh, thank you, Valdegast. Am I related to Damien Thorne's son of Satan? I wish. If only. Thank you, Charlie. Captain, you can't have the entire stock. It's alright, it's print to order. So I don't think you can take the entire stock. You'd have to have a lot. So if you are... Well, the animation... if you are interested in the Twitch streams... oh, Cat's Meow, thank you so much. Then you... Well, first of all, you should go and give me a follow over there. Because we'll be live tonight at... Might be 8:30, maybe 8, depending on how long this stream takes. But yeah, there's lots of fun happening over there at the moment. One little change. Wednesday night streams are now Thursdays because I have a class on Wednesday evenings. Thank you again, Jeremy. Jeremy Buck. We're going to have to rename one of you. Yes, those are now Thursdays for the next 4 weeks. And I am going to slip in an extra stream. I want to do add in another stream per week because I am now full-time online person, which is terrifying. It's an acting class. It's very, very intense and a lot of work, which is why I'm not gonna add in an extra stream until that's over, but it's only it's 5 weeks of classes and then a little bit of filming. Thank you, Arjan, that's very kind of you. Oh, COVID, fine. I feel like I'm a little bit coldy now. I don't know if that's a COVID hangover or if it's like just an unrelated cold, but I'm COVID free, much better, thank you. I was VFX editing. That was my full-time job and then my part-time job. And now no more. Oh no, another Jeremy. Thank you so much. My name's Steve, but you can call me Jeremy. It's getting out of control. So yes, there will be an extra stream, and as soon as this class is over in like 4 or 5 weeks, I'll do a poll and see what days people would like streams to be. And that'll be exciting because there's always lots of new games to play. And then if you are interested in the Little Duck Gaming channel, which is my gaming channel on YouTube, there is more new stuff coming out. I've been a little bit more limited on content the last week or so because it has been so busy. I took my mum out in London, had this class start, lots of things happened. TLG, what happened with the sound? It was me being an idiot. I didn't output to the stream. That is as simple as that. I just fucked it up. I've made that exact mistake before as well, and I didn't think to check until eventually I fixed it. Anyway. Yes, so gaming channel, back on track, lots of new stuff. Minecraft series, Minecraft Mondays is carrying on. I'm doing a little fun detour into some modded magic stuff, which I think is going to be really fun. I'm excited for you to see that. And this, you probably will only know about this if you have watched maybe my streams for a while, or some of my gaming YouTube comment, but there is a game coming out next week called Beacon Pines. I played the demo of it. I absolutely adore it. It's changed quite a lot since the demo actually, but it's absolutely gorgeous, story driven, really pretty, but kind of like Stranger Things, Twin Peaks kind of vibes. It's like a bit creepy and dark, but very, very pretty, and you can make choices that change the story. That comes out next week. I got a key and early access to the game because the company's really, really nice. So next Wednesday, the night before the game comes out, you're going to get a first look at that over on my gaming channel if you are interested. There's going to be like a half an hour, the first half hour of the game. So if you like it and you want to play it, you can then go and buy it, and then you can play it, and then you can watch the rest of my series and we can compare choices. So do come give me a follow on Twitch and come subscribe over on the gaming channel. It is a very nice, light bit of relief from some of the more stressful stuff we do on this channel. So, yes, like David Lynch, Twin Peaks, which is one of my all-time favourite shows. The game is Beacon Pines, Alex. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Mini Minuteman? I haven't heard. Oh, thank you, Triad Mad. Oh, I really enjoyed working with Skeptic. Skeptic's great. Okay, so that was those. Let me just check my Google Doc to see if I've forgotten anything. No, okay. Which means I can go to... Let's see if this works. Oh, the Q&A. Oh, and yeah, come on. Yeah. There we go. Yay, it works. Okay, perfect. Now you can see the questions. Okay. So I'm just gonna do these patron questions first because they are my lovely patrons. Patrons! Oh my god, AJ's gonna get angry at me. I swear I usually say patrons. I'm confused and stressed. Okay, hold your questions because I'm not gonna read them until I've done the patron ones. Okay, so Sean got the first question in. Heavy hitting first question. Were you ever close to following your dad down the religious rabbit hole? No. I was too old. He didn't go religious until he was 50, and I was a grown-up at that point. So, no. I was very much grown up, too old at that point. Okay. And then, Rob says, let me get my docs back up. Since you like Trek stuff, what do you think of Strange New Worlds, and do you have a favourite Trek series? I've not seen Strange New Worlds yet. Sorry, I know, it's terrible. My favourite Star Trek series will always be the original series. I know it's not one of the more popular ones, which makes me sad because I love it so much. I also really love Voyager, but original series has my heart. I'm sorry, Russo, I don't love DS9. DS9 is one that I couldn't get into. Oh, thank you, Alice. That is so kind of you. And thank you, Alan. QED, not this year. It's expensive. It's quite expensive to get up there. Not yet, but hopefully next year. It's part of the plan. Lower Decks is great. I will watch Strange New Worlds. Flirty Imp, I've started watching your gaming channel. I have to ask, what was the first game you played, / which is your favourite? I'm gonna combine that with Curious Quacker's question. What's your favourite game that's more than 10 years old? You'll know this if you've seen me on Twitch. Probably also if you've watched the gaming channel. I grew up with 3D platformers. Anything that's like a PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 platformer from the early 2000s, that's my shit. So like Ratchet & Clank, Sly Raccoon, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, Jak and Daxter. I love all those games. I don't know if I could pick a favourite. I don't remember what was my first. I remember playing Tomb Raider Last Revelation on the PS1 as a very early game when I was too young to actually complete a game, and I just sort of ran around scared and confused. Jak and Daxter and Ratchet & Clank are definitely some of the earliest ones. Yeah, I love those games. As soon as I played Jak and Daxter, the first one, on not Equip. I think the Spyro remaster was good. I really liked it. Yeah, I played the first Jak and Daxter to 100% on stream, and then like just I don't know, like half a year after that, they made it available on PC, or they were gonna make it available on PC or something, which is upsetting. But I'm hoping they do it with the full series. Drew said, "Would you consider doing a vlog again? I really like those." Yes, it's something that I am pondering very hard because I really, really like doing the vlogs. I think they're really fun. I used to, in the depths of this channel, there's videos of me like just talking about what I've been up to, doing silly things, ranting about movie adaptations of classic books, stuff like that. And I really, really like doing that, but it's hard to fit that in. And I was kind of thinking, is that something that I could fit in as like a whole separate channel now? And if I did that, would I be able to make that financially viable? And then I was thinking perhaps that's the sort of thing that might work as like a channel membership program. I don't know if that's something that people would be interested in. Basically, yes, I have considered it a lot, and I really would like to do more vlogs, more sort of behind the scenes and everyday stuff. I'm not sure the best way to actually format that, because obviously I don't want to just release that on this channel with this content, because it doesn't work, it doesn't gel, that doesn't work for the people who are here for skeptic content and stuff like that, and it's just going to fill up the channel and sort of water it down with a different kind of vibe. So, I mean, you let me know what you think, if you would like to see more vlogs. Maybe I'll put like a post up somewhere so I might put a post on the channel so I can get comments on what you think would work for that, because it's a very like, I don't know, it's a very specific kind of question. But yes, basically I would like to do more, and we'll figure it out at some point, hopefully. Monitor said, "What's the funniest conspiracy theory you've ever heard?" And I gotta go with David Icke and his lizard people, because I grew up watching quite a bit of David Icke. My dad used to say, apart from the lizard people thing, David Icke knew what he was talking about, which I think is very funny. And if you're not familiar, basically it's the idea that a lot of the ruling elite are actually like reptilians. I think they're from space. They're either an ancient Earth species or they're from space. I can't remember. And they like take over people and replace people. Get into positions of political power to take over the world. That's a fun one. Ken Woodward, if you had the opportunity, would you go to Hoven's Dino Whatever Land? We've talked about this before, and I've sort of half-jokingly said, I have a feeling that if I went there, I don't know if I'd ever come back. Like, a little bit of me is afraid that something would happen there. I know that's a bit maybe paranoid, but obviously I wouldn't want to give the man any money, but I do think it would be fun to poke around, you know, having heard all the rumours and stories and things. I feel like if I ever ended up in that part of the world, maybe, but I would need like a gang. I would need like a group to go with for protection. I wouldn't go on my own. I'd be too scared. Okay. Chris Hemman, how many frogs do you own? Real frogs? 0. In terms of like frog stuff, frog merch, I counted just for you. There's 8 on my desk alone. Highlights include Frog Detective, this little weird froggy purse thing that my mum got me, a couple of frogs from Matt, and then in my office overall, 30 frogs in the room, I think in the house. Oh, actually, I didn't count my frog pictures, which means if frog like artwork and frog pictures counts, then 33. I feel like that counts. So 33 frogs. Let's see, where are we at now? I need to scroll. Bip, 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 bip. Bip, bip, bip. Have you heard of or played Dishonored? Not to Cthulhu. Have you heard of or played Dishonored? And if so, what did you think of it? Given the prominence of ethical choices in the game, it seems like it might appeal to someone who cheered when they got to shoot clansmen. That is a reference to my Sinking City playthrough. I did have a very good time as soon as it let me kill some clansmen. That was a lot of fun. Thank you, Charles. Thank you so much. Oh, Chris, perfect timing. Okay. Dishonored, really, really cool game. Yes, I have played it. If anybody hasn't, just very, very quickly, it's like a stealth action game. It's kind of like a bit Hitman-esque in that you can kind of choose between stealth and violence. And you get different powers, and it kind of, there's this like chaos system, and the more it tracks like the people you kill and the violence you do, friendly fire and stuff like that, and that changes the gameplay as you go. And also it has rats, and you know I love my rats if you've seen me stream Plague Tale. So yes, love it. Dishonored, very good. Mr. Creosote, showing off. Will the synthesis of the ultimate dialectic be Beethoven's Ninth Symphony? Ask a composer. Thanks, Colin by choice. Good night. Gigi Gooding, what are your thoughts on the classic story, The Ugly Duckling? The Ugly Duckling is a Hans Christian Andersen tale. We love Hans. I'm Hans Christian Andersen. We love. It's definitely darker than the storybook version you remember. The Ugly Duckling is like frequently abused and abandoned and keeps ending up on its own because other birds and I think a cat and people and stuff perceive it as ugly. And in the end, it actually goes to the swans as a means to end its own life. And it's like... It's basically like, I might as well be killed by these beautiful birds, and then discovers that it is a swan. I don't really have a strong... It's a fairy story for kids. I don't really have a strong feeling one way or the other on it. It's a fairy story. It's dark and horrible. They're all a bit like that. Drew Cross, not a serious question, but do you got any grapes? No, we just sell lemonade. But it's fresh and it's cold and it's all homemade. Can I get you a glass? Flash Press Blue Wolf. Thank you, Stuart. That is very kind of you. Any plans for another collaboration with Creepy Blind Man? Ugh, can't stand him. No, I would very much like to work with Creaky more. Love Creaky. It's definitely on the cards. Okay, I'm watching an older video. I noticed you wearing a His Dark Materials shirt. What are your thoughts on the Golden Compass film and the current series? Thank you, Flash. I've talked about this quite a bit, so some of you... I'll keep it brief so you don't get bored and sick of me talking about it. That's actually my crew shirt. I worked on all 3 series of His Dark Materials, so I am incredibly biased when it comes to this question. I think it's brilliant, especially the VFX. We got... So far, it was a BAFTA per series. I'm extremely proud of that show. The Golden Compass, the company that I used to work for, also did the VFX for that, which I think is kind of interesting. And in terms of how they did the, riding the polar bears and stuff, it was really revolutionary VFX stuff. Very, very cool. As a film, not brilliant. Didn't really do the books justice. I think a TV show is the perfect way to do that series, honestly. Yeah, I think it's brilliant, but I'm incredibly biased. So, Jeremy Buck said, who are your professional inspirations and why? This could be a whole ass video, so I'm just going to keep it as brief as I can. I love Cara Delevingne. Love to see a woman in the public eye and employed in the public eye be unapologetically herself, be unapologetically queer. Howard the Duck, obviously. Sarah Hannah is an actor and acting coach, and she's who I'm actually doing this course with right now. So, again, obviously inherently biased, but I really, really like her fervour in keeping on top of changes in the industry, despite having worked in it for so many years, still having that drive to learn and keep on top of changes and stuff. I really like her approach to failure. The one time she got a bit stern in class was when somebody referred to himself as a failed actor, and she dealt with that in a really amazing way. In terms of YouTube-y stuff, I was really inspired, especially actually this was a big inspiration to study media and film and TV production. A lot of English sketch comedy from back in the earlier YouTube days. Thomas Ridgewell, Tomska, Jack and Dean, Chris Bingham, people like that. Those were kind of my major inspirations at that point, when I realised that I was too stupid to do something like computer science, because I couldn't do maths well enough, and I started getting into media production instead. Okay, Jonzo came in with a massive question that I thought was quite interesting. If the world could instantly change to lab-grown meat, and we banned killing animals for produce, would that be morally wrong if religious people believed they needed real meat? Now, let me know in the comments, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know of any religions, certainly not any mainstream religions, that require you to eat meat. I don't know any. I know that some of them, there's lots of groups that lean more vegetarian because animal cruelty and respecting life. I know that there's stuff like you can only have halal meat in some places, but I don't know of any religions where you need to eat meat. So I'm going to say in general then instead. In general, no, I don't think it would be morally wrong. Assuming that the lab-grown meat, I also worked on an advert for a meat-free lab-grown pork. which I don't know if the company is actually launched yet. The advert had a talking pig. It was actually a lot of hard work and horrendous to work on, but it came out kind of cool. If the lab-grown meat is good, if it's got the appropriate nutritional value, if it can be distributed globally, if we assume that we can just easily replace meat farming with that, then yes, I think not only is that moral, I think that's the only moral choice. Because ending meat farming would be an absolute game changer for the environment, for animal welfare, and there's no reason that you couldn't still have... there is ritual slaughter in some religious communities. Yeah, there's no reason that you couldn't stop all mainstream production of meat farming and replace that with synthetic meat, whilst still having, you know, groups that desire to, they could still hunt and things like that. I think that would be perfectly doable. But I don't think, I don't think there's any moral issue with that. I think it would be ideal. I think it would be the best thing to do. It's almost certainly going to be better in the long term for the environment. The more synthetic meat we can get, and the more efficient that is, that's going to be awesome. Chifaruik. I'm so sorry. Thank you very much for the donation. What are your thoughts on 5G radiation turning the frickin' bees gay? Sucks, man. Fucking sucks. Jeremy Mills said, in your YouTube career, both game streaming and activism, who have been your favourite content creators to work with? All. That's a really hard question, and I'm like scared that I'll forget somebody because I've had a really good time working with lots of people. Obviously, there's people like Willow the Wendigo and Atheist Jr., who I consider like pretty good friends now, so I really enjoy working with them just because we vibe very well and it's really fun always to hang out and chat. I did have a really fun time with Skeptic. I think he's just such a funny chap and really, really brilliant to work with. Very, very professional, but you still have a fantastic laugh. Oh gosh, I really, really enjoyed doing God Awful Movies. Those guys are just so much fun, and again, coming into something that has been going for so many years, they're so professional and streamlined, and they really know what they're doing, which makes it very easy and smooth to work with them. Skeptic, more like chapstick. Gaming, I always love working with Price from Stumped. Just again, we both have sort of a wild, chaotic energy that works very well together and is very funny, and we always play games that I don't know what I'm doing and he's very good at, which is embarrassing but makes it very fun for me. Yes, I must collab with Kat. Kat's now busy settling into a new job. Catosaurus is a friend of mine who also streams on Twitch. Conla, you were on my list. I was getting to you, I promise. Yes, I love recording with Conla. It's always very fun, but again, that's because we've been friends for many years, so it kind of goes without saying. Yeah, I don't know. I really like working with everyone I've worked with. I really have really enjoyed it, and I want to do again. So it's yeah. Anyone I've missed out, they are included. I can't remember everyone. I don't have favorites. I have a couple of people I've worked with more. Oh, and Savvy, obviously Savvy Writes Books is an amazing friend, and she's just had her birthday. So you should swing by Savvy Writes Books and say happy birthday and subscribe to her channel. Again, I've worked with her, probably one of the longest out of the people I've collabed with, so we have like a friendship now, and that makes it really fun to work together. Okay, I believe that's all of the Patron questions. So now, if you'd like to send your questions, I can actually read them and focus on what you're saying. So, yes, The Chosen. That's right. God Awful Movies 343. If you haven't listened to it, it was very funny. A very funny the savvy lifting Emma lifting stream. Ah, one day I got to get myself over to the US. I got to get myself over there to get lifted by Savvy, but also to say hi and have fun. Oh, Jasper. Yeah, I saw Paige the Puppet ask about Jasper, and I was going to bring him on. Just to say hi. Come here, buddy. Come here, little friend. They might not want to give you back. Well. Come on out, friend. Here we go. Oh, there he is. Hold on, we can go back to the full screen now. Oh, now I've got to use my other hand. Not that there's a hand involved anywhere. Yeah, there we go. Here you go, buddy. Jasper and I are going to do some recording tomorrow. Why do you hate free market capitalism? Because it kills people. And I'm a raging socialist. And I think that it's only fair that nobody should be a billionaire while people are homeless and starving and dying on the street. Do your YouTube recommendations not look horrible? Well, I use different YouTube accounts for different things. So my watching YouTube account is a different account than my Emma. I don't watch YouTube on Emma Thorne because otherwise, yeah, it would all be, my recommendations would be pretty horrible. Yeah. A family friend had been raving about how awesome the Chosen is. No, my god. Where's the helmet on the shelf behind you from? That's Mass Effect helmet. That's Commander Shepard's helmet from Mass Effect. It looks I can wear it and it lights up and everything. It's awesome, but it looks ridiculous on me because I have a tiny head. Exactly, Russo. I agree. Liam lives on. Thank you so much. Thank you for teaching me that women are humans. I know, it's amazing. It's amazing how often I have to say that. But have you played Xenogears and Grandia 2? I have not. Are they good? What sort of things are they? Women are humans. Yep. What are your opinions on communism? I don't know much about communism. I don't know enough about it. Sorry. I know that's boring. Capitalism isn't that bad? Well, we're not having that discussion today. You want to find statues from Mass Effect? I love Mass Effect. I get emails from the BioWare store, which is upsetting because the shipping to the UK is atrocious, but sometimes I can't help it. How did you get into puppetry? I always loved puppets. I had puppets since I was very little. When I was very little, I had a very hard time talking to people. I had a very hard time chatting to people outside my immediate family. So puppets, I found a much easier way to talk to people. So I would have my puppets talk to them instead, which is a little bit sad, but there you go. Jasper's too shy. Jasper doesn't really want to speak on here yet. Also, I don't know about I don't know about ventriloquism. Maybe I could try. Yes, there's a new God Isn't Dead movie coming. Can't wait. Haven't even watched God Isn't Dead 4 yet. Any advice for someone questioning, experimenting with their gender identity? Not really. Just don't feel beholden to anything. It's okay to experiment and be like, actually, this isn't really me, or no, I think this might be more me. And if you end up exactly where you started, you've still learnt a lot about yourself. I would just say don't take it too seriously. No, Godseed, not just to sound cool. I told you it's because I think it's disgusting that we have a world in which there are billionaires and people starving and dying of curable diseases and such. And be nice, or I'll put you in the toilet. Have you read the Argonauts? No. Don't talk to people. Yeah. Yeah, that works. What's your favourite type of movie? If I had to pick one, horror. I think if I had to pick one genre like for the rest of my life, I'd pick horror, because that's what comes with some of my my favourite movies. What's your go-to beverage? I mean, I drink a lot of water. I usually record videos while I'm having coffee. Sometimes I have tea. That's pretty much it. Why is Jasper staring at you? He can look away if you want. Might be a bit awkward though. Okay, hold on. Steady on. Do you have more videos planned for this channel soon? Yes, I do. I've recorded next Wednesdays and next Saturdays, and those I'm just in big edit mood. So I just need to do a big old edit. And then I have a very fun, bigger project that's going to start next month. Yeah. If I can work in time. Yeah, I think it'll be out before Halloween. And then that'll be sort of a long-term project that is going to be a little bit more cinematic and exciting, hopefully, if it goes well. Yeah. I've always got more stuff on the horizon. Are you a Mass Effect fan? Yeah, those are Mass Effect posters. That's my Mass Effect shelf up there. I'm a huge Mass Effect fan. Who's your favourite director aside from Kubrick? I mean, I'm a sucker for a lot of Spielberg classics. You kind of can't beat Spielberg. Planning on covering Girl Defined? I have done a few times already. I don't want to talk about every stupid video of theirs, but sometimes something stands out. I did one quite recently. Godseed. I have red marks. What? I have red marks. I don't feel qualified to tell you whether or not I think communism is a good idea on an update Q&A live stream. So that's it. And I'm not interested in somebody who is frothing at the mouth to lick the boots of capitalism. Is your coffee mug that large, or are you that small? Both. It's pretty large. I'm pretty small. Jasper for size comparison. You have to sacrifice one to save the other. Star Trek or Mass Effect? I guess I'd have to sacrifice Mass Effect, but I'd feel terrible about it, because I think Mass Effect 2 is probably my favourite game of all time. Godseed's rude. I don't like that kind of... If you can't tell me everything about a topic, then you can't say if it's bad. Like, I don't fucking know everything there is to know about AIDS. And, you know, how the fucking science of AIDS works. I still know it's fucking bad. Oh, okay. Whatever. How is your boyfriend? He's great. He went out for another long cycle today. He's doing good. Let's not feed the Stalinist troll. Thank you. Anything else? Have I missed anything? God bad, capitalism bad. Do you live alone in the dark? I like the game Alone in the Dark. No. I did watch Firefly. We just talked about my boyfriend, so no, I'm not single. What's your height? I don't know if I should say, because the illusion will be ruined forever. What's your opinion on Marks and Spencer? Thank you, Neon. Thank you, everyone, for just dropping in to say well done. That's very, very kind of you. I really appreciate it. Limey, I have played Andromeda. Honestly, it was janky as hell. It was better. I'm not 6'6". It was better after a massive patch. I quite enjoyed it. Some of the mission stuff was a bit repetitive. I actually did enjoy it a lot. I think there's a lot to like about it if you like the Mass Effect games. But any plans to cover New Ages? Maybe. That's a little bit broad. I got into, so I guess this is a slight tangent, but I got into, in Wednesday's video, I started thinking about, like, Hollywood religious trends, and I thought that was really interesting, so that might be something that I, talk about a lot, which, obviously there's a lot of kind of new age stuff factors into that. You've narrowed it down. I am not 6'6". I'm sorry. I don't, Jasper doesn't mean to stare at you. He just has a really powerful look. What's your favourite animal? Ducky, frog. What game are you currently playing through? What am I even playing at the moment? I've like given up on gaming to play solitaire for ages recently. I'm gonna play Toilet Chronicles tonight on stream. Yeah, Alex, I think you're right. I just think that there's a lot to like about it. Who's your favorite Emma? I don't know. I don't know. Me. I'll just say me because I can't think of anyone. I like Emma Stone. What music have you been listening to? Fox Stevenson has been releasing a few new banging hits. I always have like a 70s rock playlist to go to. Anything new I've been listening to? Not really. I got into King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard for the first time last year, and that's pretty good. Oh, Emma Thompson, yeah. Disco Elysium, I absolutely love. I cannot recommend that enough. It's such a good game. The Movie Kingdom, you're doing sixth form A-levels? Good luck. That is a rough time. You can do it. I believe in you. If I just about managed it, then you can too. Jeremy, thank you so much again. As a small business owner, advice for success? I mean, it really depends on the business. Don't underestimate the amount of work that marketing is. It's a huge gig. Marketing yourself and your business, and diversify as much as you can. Are you into any sports? No. I'm not a sport person. Don't really watch any sport. I used to quite like the Winter Olympics and stuff like that, but no. Hitchens or Dawkins? Hitch. I mean, I've got probably all of both of their books, but I would say Hitch. When's your Star Trek premiere? My first film should be out at the end of this month, but I will keep you posted. And you will see. Thank you very much, Dan D. Are you self-taught on defending atheist viewpoints? Yes, I guess so. I mean, I haven't studied in like higher education religion since school. So yeah, I guess so. I like reading a lot of books and you know, watching people speak on it. First Contact or The Wrath of Khan? Wrath of Khan. I absolutely love that movie. It's one of my favourite. I went and saw that one. I saw it in the theatre with William Shatner there doing like a Q&A. And that was lovely. Yes, Matt, that's what I just said. We watched it. We watched it with Shatner there. Spork or Bones? Spock. It's very hard. I love them. The thing is, the relationship between the two of them is part of the joy. Do your best, Khan. I don't know if I can without scaring people. Khan! Sad. Gordy would like to know if I take time to meditate. I haven't done for a while. I should try and get back into meditating because it is a good way to keep on top of your own intrusive thoughts. Godseed jumping in to tell me I'm full of crap. Civil person, thank you so much. That is very kind of you. Yeah, I like pandas. Pandas are cute. And I love toads. Did you know that all toads are frogs? But not all frogs are toads. 7 of 9 Otter Paul. 7 of 9. I love her. Still working on my 7 of 9 my 7 of 9 costume. Thank you, Juice Cube. Jasper, what's Emma like as a boss? He says I'm the best boss that he's ever had. He's never experienced better working conditions, and you should all want to work for me because I'm the best boss that you could possibly imagine. Janeway or Picard? Okay, we got to stop these. We got to stop the Star Trek ones because I could go off all night. New or Old Testament? I mean, new is slightly less horrific. Do you have a PO box? Yes, I do. It should be in all my video descriptions. So if you go to any video, you should see my PO box in there. It's also on my website on the main page. Jasper's fine, everyone. Don't worry about it. Okay. Alright. Well, on that note, I am going to say goodnight. I'm going to leave it there. I'm sorry that I started late because... goddamn. No, I haven't gotten any Bibles in my PO box. I've gotten some cool atheist books. I've gotten a couple of atheist books sent to me from the authors, which have been really fun. Yeah, I'm going to jump off because I will be on Twitch in an hour or so. It may possibly be half an hour late depending on how dinner goes, but I'll keep you updated. And yeah, I will put a little community post up at some point about like vlogs and things like that, because that is something I want to do. And yeah, I just want to say again, thank you so much from me and Jasper. Your support is really, really lovely. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming back and seeing me just ramble some nonsense. It means everything, and I'm very, very grateful. So have a very lovely night, and if you're around on Twitch, I will see you on Twitch later. And if not, then I will see you in a few days for the next video. So thank you so much. Bye-bye. Yeah.